This state of play was presenting footage running directly off of the PS5 Pro dev kit. Gearbox has stated the claim this is going to be one of the best Borderland games ever created. New player traversal like wing gliding and grapple hooking onto surfaces via Halo Infinite. They introduced a new siren character named Vax, a weapon of choice, supernatural phase energy that can be used to power oneself or to conjure assisting minions for a limited time. They've also introduced another character named Wrath, who sports some kind of an armor that appears to be a retrofitted exosuit exclusive to him that performs dual-wielding arc knives and many other added features. Some of your favorite avatars do return, such as Zane and Moxie. And how can we forget the return of Claptrap, our original robot buddy? Players will encounter new friends such as Rush, and new robot companion named Echo 4 who follows players wherever they reside to. The game does support cross-platform co-op play, which I'm sure should also include cross-platform progressive saving per platform, which developers claim the game will show next to no loading times. We'll see about that though. This game will support 2-player local split screen among all consoles, and it's a new ever-changing gameplay feature. Borderlands 4 introduces random dynamic weather change events now. All in all, from what we've seen, what Gearbox had to show looked pretty good for us all to enjoy. My only concern from what they've shown was that the game's overall frame rate performance looked a little sketchy. This could simply be the fault of the video stream that we were being presented, but there were multiple times that the game appeared to have been running at what appears to be 30 frames at one given moment, and then a complete 60 frames the next moment. Now keep in mind, this game was being presented on the PlayStation 5 Pro dev kit. If issues like this exist on the PS5 Pro version, who's to say what kind of performance we're getting from the remaining consoles outside of the PC? And overall, this state of play, which was completely 100% hosted by Gearbox, there was almost no presence at all from Sony, at least none that I can tell. This is a deep dive that might have been a few months too early. This game does come out this fall, September the 12th now, instead of September the 23rd. They have decided to push this game up, so that is good news. Yeah, the game does come out a week or two early, but to do this state of play right now, this might be a tad early, but who's to say? Who's really to say when and where any one developer or publisher should or shouldn't advertise their game at any given time before release? Gearbox did mention they do plan to show another showcase of the game in June, so we'll get another look at it within a month's time. Yes, in the past we're used to game developers advertising their games years ahead of time before release, but they decided to do a deep dive months and months, seasons ahead of time before we actually get our hands on this game. It's really up to you. Do you feel that this presentation was a waste of time for them to show this footage this early, to be able to show this deep dive footage this early? Normally, I probably would have released this deep dive maybe in July, maybe at the start of August, before the game would come out in September, but it is what it is. And to be honest, it's not like us gamers don't know what a Borderlands game will play like. We're just here to see what new features this game has in comparison to Borderlands 1 through 3. So there are new features, there are new things to expect, there are new characters to fight, there are new traversals to do, there are new play traversals to perform. Because that's one of the gripes that I have with very large open world games. If the traversal is boring and slow, chances are I'm not going to enjoy it very much. But if it's fast and I can be able to scale the entire map at a really fast pace and do it with all of my friends, well, that can make for a pretty fun, interesting time every time I fire up the game. It could be a very fun time. the traversal has to be fun and it has to be fast. And I have to want to be able to use that traversal to explore the map. One of the features of playing an open world game is exploration. It's pure exploring the entire map, every nook and cranny of the entire map, if the game is interesting enough. And I am hoping that Borderlands 4 will spike my interest in exploring the entire map from top to bottom. With this new traversal, being able to use grappling hooks and a new speedy dash, plus other hidden features in the game that they did not disclose today, I'm really hoping the game's going to be fun to explore the entire map. I'm going to want to do that. Playing open world games should make you want to explore everywhere and not just focus on the core story. Otherwise, it's just a waste of time and a waste of map. But they do claim that there's almost virtually no loading times between the map areas. So we'll see how well that works, especially when you cross-play this game between different consoles and the PC. I did enjoy my time watching this 20-minute presentation. There were some slow areas, yes, but the new features that they showcased off, pretty cool. I believe that was worth showcasing, and I'm sure there's lots more that they can share with us later, all the way up to the game release. So this game will release September the 12th for all major consoles, plus the PC, Xbox Series consoles, the PS5, and we can't forget the Nintendo Switch 2 is also included in this repertoire. So get this game wherever platform you plan to play it on. Squad up with all your buddies, including me. And let's have a grand time laughing, shooting, killing, and looting all the way to victory with Borderlands 4. And with that being said, I am Musical Weapon. Come back again. We'll do this again.